What is up, MMA fans? This is Tudor Leonte for Sherdog here, and today I have the pleasure to talk again with Bellator MMA welterweight contender, Mr. Roman Faraldo. Hello, Roman, and welcome back. How are you, my friend?
Brother. I'm doing great, man. Glad to be here.
What are you doing right now?
I am sitting here watching Star Wars, The Last Jedi.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do you like Star Wars?
I was definitely into the sci-fi stuff. I'm a big fan of it for sure. Definitely into aliens and all that good stuff. We're definitely not. Universe is too big. Can't be the only things out here.
So my next question is, do you like the next Jedi? Since I know that fandom are pretty split on it. Do you love it or do you hate it?
I'm a bit of a mix. I like the fact that I feel like I like it that it's its own storyline, the idea of trying to combine the two, like, is one better than the other? I mean, I'm always an original guy. I think the originals are always going to be better than the sequels, but I still love it as a Star Wars fan. I'm a big fan that they came out with, the series. So
how have you spent Halloween?
I got to spend Halloween with my lovely partner and our daughter, and it was nice, just hanging out with some family before, obviously, get into the swing of things. And last week, finishing up my training camp, I got to spend with my family. They came up, so now things have kind of changed for me, where I used to just be myself. Now I got the family, and it is true when I say it is, you get used to having them around when they're not here. I'm sitting in the hotel room by myself, been FaceTiming my wife, and I'm like, wish you were here. I wish you were here. It's so bored. But it's good though. It's good. I'm just definitely ready to go perform and get back to the family.
So first of all, allow me to congratulate you, since you're recently became a father. How has your life changed since that moment?
It's wild because in ways it hasn't changed at all, and then in other ways it's changed completely. Obviously scheduling is different. Being a dad, I gotta help when I can. But it's been really good too, because my downtime I get to spend with my family, it's that much more enjoyable because I have my daughter. I'm getting to watch her grow, just the little things that she's doing, going from not not really paying attention to things to focusing to rolling over. Now she's in the bouncy. It's like, it's quick, she's smart, they grow. And then in other ways too, like as far as like work, I mean, training is every day, so that doesn't change. But just scheduling, really, I think that was the biggest adjustment, making sure everything was all right, that my family's not, my wife's not feeling, in a sense, neglected, and I'm also still able to do my job correctly. So
do you get to sleep at night?
I am super lucky and fortunate to say I do. Most of the day she's awake. She takes like one nap in the afternoon, but she's awake for most of the day. So at nighttime, she sleeps really hard. We're very, very fortunate to say we get to sleep. I am lucky for that.
That's good to hear. I mean, you are lucky.
Yeah. So it's been good. Other than that, when we were in the hospital, it was a little different. We had some complications during birth. So when we're in the hospital, doctors, we were having to like wake her up every like 3 to 4 hours to like feed her and stuff. So there would be the times where I have to wake her up, and that was rough. I can say that was rough, but since we got out of the hospital, she's been sleeping and growing. Everything's been going good. Everything's going according to plan. So definitely happy with how everything's worked out.
So I was actually going to ask you, since I saw a photo on your social accounts, about if you wanted to disclose what's happening and if everything is all right now.
So I mean, a short story about it. Basically, my daughter was born with what's called meconium aspiration, and they had to evac her because she wasn't able to breathe. So they had to go through a surgery called ECMO, which basically acted like her heart and lungs for 3 weeks and allowed her lungs to heal from the damage. We were in the hospital for 52 days, I believe. And but she's so far, I mean, besides the damage that occurred during the lack of oxygen, ever since then, everything else has been full recovery, and she's doing great.
I'm sorry to hear that, and I'm at the same time, I'm happy that she's improving and that she's okay, which is, I believe, the most important thing
Most
right
important
now.
thing, 100%. And I can say, going through that situation, it, resilient. I'm telling you, the kids are resilient. Seeing her right from birth, just fighting for her life, it puts things in perspective. And I definitely feel like I have a new drive, a new sense of drive. I mean, I'm ready. I'm definitely ready to turn it up in my career and start really making some fucking moves, some push-up forward. So,
but I guess she's her father's daughter, so I believe she's quite a fighter, And yeah, let's move a little bit to MMA. You are, you are right now a scheduled fight with Robert Turnquest at Bellator 271. But before we talk about that, you are also coming off some fantastic KO victories in your first battles in Bellator. In your last fight, you defeated Trevor Gaddy. Did you feel comfortable against an opponent who was higher and had a longer reach than you?
oh yeah, sorry about that. I had some groceries delivered to the room. We're not
No
we're under quarantine, so I had to order it. No, it was, I actually loved the idea of fighting a bigger, longer guy. It was a challenge, obviously. Fighting, usually most of the guys I fight, but being at 170, I'm usually the bigger guy. So fighting a bigger dude, longer, 6'7", from what I heard, was like the biggest welterweight ever. It was awesome, man. I live for moments like that. The challenge. I got into this for that reason. I want to challenge myself. I want to fight the best, and I want to be the best. So to be the best, you got to fight the best. And it was awesome, man. I was it was awesome for the experience. It was a little bit of a letdown because I thought Trevor was going to at least bring a little bit more. I feel like, not to downplay him or nothing. I feel like he just kind of was shook right off rip. I think he realized after the first combination that I was not, like anybody's ever fought before. And I think that happens a lot. A lot of the guys that I train with on a regular basis, you don't really know until you're in there, and then get in there, you shock some people. So I'm same thing in this situation. I think Robert, he has he's the more experienced fighter, 11-7. He's been doing this for a while. But I think when I get in there, I'm going to shock him. I don't think he's going to be prepared for, obviously the athleticism, the size, the speed, the power, the ferociousness. Bellator called me vicious in my last fight. They gave me the nickname Vicious, and I think it fits, man. And I think you'll see that. I think you'll see that in this fight a lot more. I think Robert's going to give me a better fight, but I think the outcome will be the same.
Do you picture another stoppage?
Yeah, 100%. I would like to say it goes to the second round, but I think when the intentions change, I talk about intentions a lot with my training partners and my coaches and stuff. When my intentions change from, all right, just sorry, I got something happened there. I got a call. My intentions change from training to the fight night. You know, I train with an intensity, but I'm never in there trying to hurt my training partners. I'm always trying to grow and keep them healthy. So, you know, keep each other safe. But in the ring, my intentions are to hurt the guy. You know, I'm here to hurt this other man. So I think when that happens, people aren't ready for it. They don't. Very few people are ready for that. The top, and I believe I can compete at the top of this division, and I think you'll see that come Friday night.
You are a spectacular striker. You have all TKO victories. Do you feel perhaps, I don't know the need, but perhaps the need is a little bit too much, but, you know, to prove that you can also grapple or perhaps finish your opponent via submission?
Yeah, definitely. And I think a lot of people think that, you know, that I'm just very one-sided. And I mean, it makes sense, you know, 5-0, 5 KOs. But a lot of people, I think, also miss out on a couple of those victories. My first victory was stoppage on the ground with elbows due to a crucifix. My third victory was stoppage on the ground due to elbows. You know, I have the ability to work on the ground. I like to keep it standing because, you know, I like to put on a show. I like knocking people out. It's that's what people want to see. We're entertaining. We're athletes, but we're entertainers second too. And people want to see, you know, entertaining fights. So I want to put on entertaining fights. And you know, when it comes to that, I'll prove it. People, when the time comes and it's necessary, it'll show out. You know, and just piggybacking off it. When you're working with guys like Johnny Eblin, you know, Dalton Rasta, Mike Brown, Steve Mocco, Sidney Outlaw, you know, your ground game is going to improve. And I've seen drastic improvements in my ground game. So I'm utmost confident in my ability to work on the ground. And, but, you know, I know that's going to be a question, and it's going to be a question moving forward in the future as well, especially as the competition grows and gets a little stiffer. You're going to find, you know, collegiate wrestlers, you know, 2-time NCAA champs, these guys, and their game plan is going to be strictly, all right, we're going to wrestle this guy. We're going to try to break him. And I look forward to those because, you know, there'll be a rude awakening in those moments. So.
You mentioned some of your sparring partners at ATT. How are things going on at you know, at your gym? I saw that you trained with Dustin Poirier for this fight. Is that correct?
Yeah. So I spent a lot of time with Dustin getting prepared for my last fight in July that I had to like postpone. I helped him get ready for Connor, and then even after this fight, I'm going right back to the gym. I got my dude Johnny Eblin. He has a fight in December 3rd, and then Dustin has a fight December 11th against you know, Charles Oliveira for the lightweight title. So I'll be there to help them out, just like they're there for me. You know, that's the greatest thing about my gym. The camaraderie there is awesome. If you need me, I'm there, and it goes both ways. So got to help with Dustin was really good for me just because of like the size wise. He's right around Robert's size. And, you know, as far as skills, I mean, he's one of the best in the world, you know,
it's undeniable.
You know, it's undeniable. So being able to move with him is amazing. And then I also have, again, but I would say the two main guys I've trained with for the most of this camp was Johnny Eblin and Dustin. And you know, sprinkles of Sid and Sid Outlaw and Dalton Rasta, Sabat, you know, Sleek Sheik. So I got great partners that I've been working with, but Johnny's been helping me drastically with my ground game and, you know, just little positionals and like position things and working, you know, all right, chain wrestling, chaining things together. So it's been great. I have the size of Johnny, who is also a collegiate wrestler, high level, who I've been used to working with. And then I got the speed of Dustin. And, you know, I feel like I'm more than prepared and ready to go and just put on the show.
Sir, it was a nice talk as always. Before I let you go, any last message?
Friday. Sorry, I drew a blank. Trying to figure out what day I'm fighting. Friday night, 271 Bellator. Tune in at the Hard Rock and watch your man Roman put on a show, man. I will put on a show. So make sure you get there early though. Make sure you get there early though, because it's gonna be a quick fight.
I'm sure of that. I have zero doubts about it.
Yeah.
Sir, thank you for your time. My best wishes for you, for your family, and hopefully I'll hear again from you in the future.
Thank you very much, boss. Take care.
Have a nice day. Bye-bye.